Hey everyone, how are we doing? You have Mike here today. As you can see, we're sitting in front of this tank that's a little empty and looks a little bare. It's still missing a lot of hardscape and it's extremely filled with ammonia. So we're going to do a water change on this tank here momentarily. We'll get into a little bit more details, but let's just kind of explain what we've done over the past few weeks, past few days. And we're going to start out by doing a little tour of our friend Dave's house. We went back because he's got a couple of new fish and he wanted to show them off. On his videos, I believe we have close to about 100,000, maybe even a little bit more views on those videos. So quite a few guys are interested in what he actually has going on or what's changed. So let's get a little bit of footage going here and show you exactly what's going on over there.
So here we have Dave's two new Oscars. He got these in a couple months back now, and they're about 5 months old.
Yeah, we actually went and took some video of these guys probably about 4 or 5 months ago when he got them. And unfortunately we can't really find the footage right now. But
yeah, right now, as you can see, they're still, they're a fairly decent size. They're at least 6 or 7 inches now. And they're growing at a pretty decent rate, so they're looking pretty good here. They're in a 180-gallon tank. And yeah, if you guys want more info on Oscars, or if you want to check out the some of his other Oscars, I would definitely recommend you check out our video we made a few months ago on
Oscar care. And to give you an idea of the kind of filtration and the size tanks, Sierra said these fish are in 180-gallon. I believe there's an FX6 and a
FX4 on that tank, as well as 2 AquaClear 110s, so it's definitely highly filtered. So definitely able to handle these guys for now and for the long term.
Exactly, yeah.
That's the one thing with these big fish. They really are messy.
Yes, they really are. But very cute if you can take care of them properly.
Yeah, they definitely have a great personality, and you can see that here where at first they were a little bit shy, but then they start to come out ultimately because they're very curious fish.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, these two right now, he is unsure of the sex exactly as to these guys, so we're not really sure if they're a pair or what to make of it yet, but they definitely are nice and they seem to coexist pretty well for the time being.
Yep, and this here is the beautiful girl. You guys have already seen this fish before, so this isn't a new fish. But every time I go there, I just have to stop and pay some special attention to this fish, because she is an amazing fish.
Yeah, Mike was saying out of all of Dave's fish, this is one of his favorites, so he always has to stop by and say hello. She has a lot of personality.
Yeah, she has a lot of spunk. I want to stick my hand in there and figure out, see if I can pet it like I do with mine. But as I see, my fish kind of just, you know, thinks twice about coming at me, but this one here, she's just all aggressive. So I don't know if it's a smart idea, but I still want to try.
Yeah, which we'll get on video if that ever does happen.
And here is one of his actually newest additions to his 265-gallon aquarium.
Yeah, so this is a community tank. It has a little bit of everybody in here, but this is his datnoid that we're seeing, along with the big pleco out here in the front. He wanted to make an appearance.
Yes, he's a beautiful pleco as well. He's a full-grown, remember, kind of just a standard pleco, right?
Yeah, he's just a common pleco. He's, Dave said about 7 years old now, so
7, okay, yeah.
But yeah, it's a nice tank. You can see here there's we have a Severum over in the corner, over there with the barb.
Yep, we have the Aquarium over there as well.
And the Oscar, that's her tank. She's coming over to say hello and check out what's going on.
And you can see they have Sammy, the green tear, right behind the Oscar. He's just looking, checking out what's going on. And we do have Boris in here too. Boris is the
he's the bleaker eye or Pelini,
yes,
whatever you want to call those fish, but he was sold to us as a Starry Night cichlid anyways.
Yeah, and he's over off in the corner just chilling, doing his own thing. And then we have the beautiful Oh, there you are.
Tinfoil
See that
barb.
tinfoil barb, yeah.
And the redhead severum coming over here. Then we got the big girl coming back over.
Yeah, he's a beautiful addition to the tank.
Yeah, very interesting fish.
Yeah, he was up playing with me against the glass. I was just kind of shaking at him. And he was all coming up looking at me all sideways and just wondering what I was doing on the other side of the glass. They're really cool fish, though.
Yeah, he definitely seems to be very active, and he has quite a bit of personality, so definitely a nice addition to have in the tank.
Yeah.
But yeah, we always enjoy going to Dave's house
to go check out more fish. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed the little footage from over at Dave's house. So, let's get into the tank a little bit behind me. As you can see here, we do have the filtration on. The filtration is on, and the filtration is running. Right now it's not. If I had it on, the other tank specifically, with the hang-on back, would be a little too loud for the camera, so I did just turn it off for now. We do have our one piece of wood here, water logging. This is a huge piece of wood. This is the piece of wood Sierra almost died for a couple of years back, and we put it to good use. We still do have a little bit of work on it. As you can see, this one little end knob here, we are going to cut this piece of wood so it kind of slides down in between. We're going to glue it, and that's going to be on an angle kind of something like that. So that's going to be pretty cool once it's all done. And then we still have to do all the scape. We have so much stuff with the scape to actually do. We've got about 25 pounds of dragonstone. We've got a couple more buckets full of substrate. We have the ADA soil here in these, what do you call them, tights or stockings or pantyhose, whatever you want to call them, not sure. And that's just in order to kind of help with the process of removing some of the ammonia. We were going to use the elements that you can get from ADA to kind of help cycle the process along. But I'm just using some seed in it for now. There's no point in putting that stuff if it's going to take as long as it is right now. Like, it's going to take about a week, still more before we can actually get this all kind of worked on. So by that time, hopefully the ammonia should be subsiding, and yeah, we should be all right. Like I said, I still have to do a little water change in here today. We'll get that done. So yes, this DIY light, we'll give you kind of another close-up shot here so you can actually see the light. But this was actually a DIY light made out of a telescope tripod. And drilled a hole at the bottom and ran a steel wire through it with some clips. That wire is good for 100 pounds. And on the Giesman reflectors, I just attached a piece of plastic that went over and mounted them two together. So which is really cool. Pretty much other than that, we've been super busy with all the details of this tank. The fine details, the planning details, all the plants got ordered. I got the invoice finally today. That's all taken care of, paid for now. Pretty much. Everything's pretty much done now, except just actually doing the build itself. But yes, that is what we were doing. Hopefully within a couple of weeks here we'll know exactly where we stand with this planet tank and kind of really see it start to develop. But we will have update videos on that, and when we start doing Escape, we're going to put something out with that as well. So, I do want to thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys have yourself a great day.